But the thing I learned from being a teacher, that a teacher always want his students to be more successful and better than you are. When I hire people, I always want to hire those people who are smarter than I am. Today, I give a lot of advice to my colleagues. When they hire people, there's one judge. Look at the young man. If you think he will be your boss, he will be my boss in 5 years, hire him. Year 2003, when I launched the Taobao and Tmall, I said, everybody go home. Pick up looking for 4 things that list on the website. So we went home. Everybody cannot find 4 things that in the home we can sell because we're too poor. So we gathered 21 products. We listed on the website. We waited for 3 days. Nobody come to buy. And then the next week, we start to buy and sell ourselves. For the first week, all the sales was among ourselves. And then another week later, somebody started to test and sell. For almost 30 days, everything people sell, we all buy them. Mm-hmm. So we have a whole house of rubbish we bought online. Try to making sure that, so those guys who are able to sell, say, oh wow, this thing really can sell things. People say, Jack, you are the next Bill Gates. I say, I cannot compete with Bill Gates, but I can compete with Bill Gates who can retire earlier. The thing is, I don't want to die in my office. I want to die on the beaches. I don't have time spent on the beach. That's why I always dream one day I was on the beaches. When Netscape was so good, we never thought it would disappear. Yahoo was good. We never thought like it today. So don't believe you'll be good all the time. Be paranoid. And after a whole night thinking, I say, I still want to do it. Because most of the people, they have a fancy ideas in the evening, but in the day, when they wake up in the evening or in the morning, they go back to do the same job. We have to do something different. People even say Jack is a liar because he's trying to steal money from people, telling us there is an internet. In order to prove I was not a liar, I invited my friend who is a TV man. Take the TV camera, they all stay in my home, and they just try to take the picture. It took us 3 hours and a half to download the first front page. So I have to make like 100 stars to keep my journalist friends to stay and wait because to prove that I'm not telling a lie. As an entrepreneur, today is very difficult and tomorrow is even more difficult. But the day after tomorrow is very beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening. Don't worry. Any mistake is an income, is a wonderful revenue for you. So I told myself and told my young people, before 20 years old, be a good student. When you do entrepreneur, just learn some experience. Before 30 years old, follow somebody. Go to a small company. Normally in a big company, it is good to learn processing. You are a part of a big machine. But when you go to a small company, you learn the passion, you learn the dreams. You learn how to do a lot of things at one time. So before 30 years old, it's not which company you go, it's which boss you follow. It's very important. A good boss teaches you differently. And from 30 to 40 years old, you have to think very clearly when you're working for yourself if you really want to be an entrepreneur. When you're 40 to 50 years old, you have to do all the things that you are good at. Don't try to jump into the new area. It's too late. You may be successful, but the rate of dying is too big. So 40 to 50, think about it. How can you focus on things that you are good at? But when you are 50 to 60 years old, work for the young people. Because young people can do better than you. So rely on them, invest on them, making sure they're good. So when you are over 60 years old, spend time for yourself. On the beach, sunshine, right? It's too late for you to change normally. But this is my advice to the young people. 25 years old, make enough mistakes. Don't worry. You fall, you stand up. You fall, you stand up. Enjoy it. I mean, 25 years old, enjoy the show, enjoy the show. Oh, I regret a lot of things. I regret that I should never meet the media. I regret I should not speak in the public because I could have my own privacy. I regret that I working so hard, spend so little time with my family. And I regret that if I have another life, I would never do things like this. And my wife just said, you do not belong to me, you belong to the Alibaba. But, you know, life is so short. It's all about experience. People see different view. Some people think you're rich, you're successful, but maybe not. Some people say, you know, this guy does not have money, he's a terrible guy. Maybe not. So everybody chooses his own life. I cried. Never sort of we had a lot of problems that people never thought. Because running a company for 34,000 young people, operate a company for more than 500 million people. If 500 million people, if 1% of them are bad guy, you got a 5 million bad guy. So it's headache. But it's too late to regret. Forget about regret. Think about, I have another 10, 20 years to go. So enjoy the show, enjoy the ride. You are the same. If you don't do it, nothing's possible. If you try to do it, at least you have the hope. But I had a lot of fail. I failed for funny things that I failed a key primary school test for 2 times. And I failed 3 times for the middle schools. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. So I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. Guys, we have to work hard. Not for ourselves. If we can be successful, 80% of the young people in China can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, 1 cent from government. Just work as a team.